Hello everyone, Steve Burns here. So you've probably noticed some changes in the new Photoshop 2018. And there were a couple of things here that actually affected my workflow. So I felt I'd better actually do a little bit of a video in here just to share with you how to correct some of them. Now, one of them was the brush resize with your colored overlay. Now, the old way of resizing our brush is the bracket key to the right of your P key on your keyboard. So if I hit the bracket key to the right, our brush gets bigger, and to the left bracket key, it gets smaller. Now the new way of working in Photoshop is on a PC, Alt right click, and on the Mac, Option Control left click. And if I go right to left, now I have this set for my Wacom pen. So in other words, the top button on my Wacom pen is set for resizing my brush. So I'm gonna let it hover above this pad, hold down the top button, and as you can see, I'm getting the brush resize being larger. If I go down and go to harder edge, and if I go up and go to softer edge, I'm going to get, control my softness of this here. All right, now you probably noticed that you probably couldn't do that when you updated to 2018. I did. So I'm gonna hit my Command or Control K, and I'm going to access my Tools option on the left hand side, fourth one down here. Over to the right, we have something that you want to make sure is checked, and that is very round brush hardness based on your heads up display vertical movement. Make sure that is checked. Okay. All right, and then you will get your brush. Now, if you want to change the color of your brush, cursor right over here in the top right hand corner is my color. All right, you can check it off. By default is red. I wanted mine to be green because a lot of my photographs have a tendency to have quite a bit of red in it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and target OK. Now, something else that I noticed that's new in 2018 that wasn't there before. Now, I'm in the standard screen mode here. Now, we can toggle through our screen modes, and we have 3 different screen modes. If I hit the F key on the keyboard, I can toggle through all 3 of them. The first one, and I'm going to hit my H key for my hand, I cannot move the document around unless it's going to be outside the document bounds. So I'm going to hit Command 0, all right, and I'm going to hit the Command K, go to my options, go to Tools once again, and you see over scroll is checked, right? I'm going to uncheck it. So if it's unchecked, you will not be able to move that document around. If you go to the next screen mode, you can. And of course you can in the third option, and then I'm going to go back to the original, and you will not be able to move it around. Okay? So that was how I was able to actually move my document around in the standard screen mode. By Command K once again, and we're going to go over to the tools and then make sure that you over scroll is going to be targeted. Okay, so now one last thing that I noticed, I don't like Photoshop telling me where to snap or where to move my objects. I like to come down here and make sure that the snap vector tools and transforms to pixel grid is turned off. Then that way I have a nice smooth placement of where I want to place my vector objects. So those were 3 areas that I noticed that needed some attention in terms of setting it up to the workflow that I like to work with. So hopefully this short little video works for you, and I will be back with more. Enjoy. We'll see you at the next user group meeting.